top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hoosiers will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. All wideouts, no backs. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David.
There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Thanks to grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill fast.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Gets open down the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Jackson gonna throw it. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Davis. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Jackson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. The quarterback makes a nice throw.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Akron went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Zips ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got his man on the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. It makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bond. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting that back in the ballgame.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Finds his man. It's Turner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to Davis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Jackson gonna throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He'll throw it. Snares it outside. It's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on 3rd down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the 3rd down conversion and a new set of downs.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Holds and fires it complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll go with a direct snap. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from Pater.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
To the air, it's Lowry. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. That is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They get to him as he throws. May, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, the pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Lowry. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense is lucky. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll ride Davis here. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, no set of downs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Jackson gonna throw it. Gets it out fast. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Bears are on the move. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're dealing with a second and long. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. That's caught. It's Clark. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle. It's Clark. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Clark. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what...
Touchdown, Indiana! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Auburn and Georgia have just wrapped up the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Here's a look at the latest chapter. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like makes the grab down the left side. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lowry. Under fire. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. But we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles. He helps his offense out.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I got to be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Gonna run it. It's Beebe. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They believe they'll need a touchdown to win this thing. They're going for it on fourth down in overtime. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They strike first in overtime.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
They know of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll go to the ground. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bears are in the red zone. Jackson will throw. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. Keep this drive alive.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Fourth down. Pick it up here or this game is over. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown Bears! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. The give to Davis. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Baylor! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. The snap sets up to throw. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Beebe. Touchdown! touchdown, Indiana! That ties it up here in double OT, and now they can win it. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Have to go for 2, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. Dropping back, it's Lowry. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a 3rd overtime. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Here we go. Lost a pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. To the air, it's Lowry. And another answer, we're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, but that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Baldwin.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.